Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Hope all of you are doing well, correct, and enhancing your knowledge through my videos. If yes, please subscribe to my channel. Most of you have not subscribed yet, and share my videos to others, and please like my videos and write in comments. So all these things you guys have to do because you have to support to my channel. So this channel basically aims at enhancing your knowledge in management and making you better managers and making you perform best in your job. So that is what this course principles of management aims at, along with preparing you to the board exam in correct ICSE or CBSE board 12th standard, or let it 11th standard, or let it be the degree or post graduation, or let it be engineering. All courses have got the same syllabus. What I am teaching you, I may be preparing you to the competitive exams, or maybe preparing you to the life. My channel aims at all these things. So please watch all my videos and don't have discontinuity in watching videos because it is linked to each other. So keep on watching the videos. Yes, today's very important topic I'm going to teach you. The aim of this session is making you a very good decision maker. What I've come across about the people is they're so confused. We ask them to take a simple decision, they're not able to take up. And they're so confused, right? You tell them, no, if I do this, this will happen. If I do this, this will happen. They'll not take anything. And most of the people will take such hasty decisions that the decisions will prove to be wrong and they suffer throughout their life. Correct? Simple decision whether to continue with my career or to get married. So you're so confused, don't know what to do. Forcefully you take up that decision, you regret. So, or maybe whether to rent a house or build a house, so confused. So you don't know what to do and nothing you end up doing. So otherwise you delay taking decisions. You are not able to take whether to borrow money or to sell something. You don't know. Or you wanted to join the full-time MBA program, or you want to join part-time MBA, you don't know. All these are called as decisions. Do you agree with me? Life is full of decisions. Every time you have to take decision. Making friends, you have to take decision. Should I make him friend or I don't make him friend? Having lunch, should I have lunch or I don't have lunch? So, should I become doctor in my career or should I become engineer? So small decision, should have lunch or not is a small decision. Becoming a doctor or not is a big decision, but both are decisions. And both you are taking the decision, you should be very good in it. So today I am teaching you the beauty of decision making, the art of decision making. I want you to become a very good decision makers here, because in your personal life you will be happy if you can take decision on time. Right decision at right time can make your life successful one. Wrong decision may put you back in your life and you may become failure in your life. I don't want you to get failure in your life. So I'm here to teach you decision making. And if you come to the corporate sector also, 85% of the time a manager spend in taking decisions, right? Most of the time he'll be taking decisions. So let it be the short-term decisions or long-term decision, that is routine decision or strategic decision, a manager will keep on taking decision. That is what we call it as decision making. So a decision, so what is it? That is why he should also know the art of taking decisions. If you are a successful decisions, see, for example, let me give you an example. As soon as the pandemic happened, the IT sector took decision to close down because the full-fledged air-conditioned blocks are there. So under that blocks, if they work, it is dangerous for the life of their employees. They took up decision work at home. That was the decision they took up. And now they are taking decision to call employees. The Microsoft CEO came and requested IT company, yes, please call your employees now to the offices. We are safe. They are vaccinated. Let them come to office. The next decision. That is what is called as decision making. So let me take you to the journey of decision making. First, we do the meaning. As you know, by now you must have learned what is decision. Decision may be defined as a choice. So decision may be defined as a choice made from available alternatives. From available alternatives, what is the choice you are making? So decisions are answers to the questions. Solutions to the problem. Please underline it. You have a choice. You have a alternatives, and in that you are selecting one alternative. That is called as decisions. And decisions provide answers to the questions. And decisions provide the solution to the problem. Say IT company not able to work during pandemic time, so it's a problem. So work at home was a solution given. So decision making was work at home. So for opportunities. So decision making is a process of generating. Please underline. Now I'm telling you the meaning. Decision making is a process of generating and evaluating alternatives and making the choices among them. So decision making is a process of generating and evaluating alternatives and making a choices among them. So there are 5 activities in decision making. So I'm telling you, I'm going to make you a good decision maker. So I'm telling you the 5 steps you have to follow here. The first step is identify the existing problem or opportunities to improve our situation. So the first step in decision making is knowing the problem. If I know the problem, I can design solution. If I don't know problem itself, what solution I can give? And I will not be a good decision maker. Most of the people are very bad decision makers because they don't study the problem in detail. They say, who will study? Problem is problem. What is there to study in that? They are the people who are failure, who will fail in their decision making. Don't do that. Study the problem first. Then the second step is know the problem very, very well. Then to solve the problem, write down the alternatives. Yes, first alternative is the problem is people cannot come to office due to COVID-19. I have identified the problem. The solution here is work at home or making the employees stay in the offices itself and making them do the job, or calling 50% people at a time and making them do the job, or maybe outsourcing the job. These are the 4 alternatives IT company had in their hand when they were taking the decision. So the second step is, the first step, the corona was a problem. The second step, these are the 4 choices they had. Fourth one is evaluating the alternative and selecting one. 4. If I outsource it, I will not have any control. Quality may get deteriorated. If I make people stay here, they may not be happy. So, and what should I do? So that is one drawback. If I make them do work at home, yes, it's good, but how to control them? Then the fourth one, if at all I'm making 50% people to come, what precautions I can take? So is it safe? Will the government permit me? So I'll write down each alternative. I write down the pros and cons, that is advantages and disadvantages. Then I will select one best feasible. Now all IT companies have decided work at home is the best solution. So they implemented that as their course of action. Now 2 years over, people are working from work at home. Now most of the IT companies are evaluating their decisions based on the results. And 30% companies have told that the productivity of employees have gone up in work at home, and the company's productivity also have gone up because they save money in their rent or in other technology and or in their maintenance. They save a lot of money and it is quite effective. So the decision making you have to evaluate like that. So want to become a good decision maker, these are the 5 steps you have to follow. Hope you are able to understand the process of decision making. Yes? Yes. Now I told you the decision could be simple one, to have lunch or not to have lunch, or maybe the big one, to become doctor or to become engineer. So there are different types of decisions we have. Have lunch, not to have lunch is a minor decision. Become doctor or engineer is a major decision. Like that, a manager opening a branch is a major decision. Buying a stationery is a minor decision. A decision could be an individual. You alone can take decision. To have lunch or not to have lunch may be individual. But to become doctor or engineer, your parents are involved. Then your professional group is involved. Your friends are involved. So it's a group decision. And this decision could be programmed and non-programmed. Programmed decision, you are following the Pakka procedure. You have all data with you. Non-programmed, you have nothing. You're just taking the decision. The first lockdown was just taken by the government and ad hoc basis. Absolutely no preparation. that is non-programmed decision. Second lockdown, we planned ourselves and took. So programmed decision. And decision could be very simple one, or it can be very complex one. Simple decision, correct, buying stationery, correct, or having lunch, or going out with a friend to have seen movie. So those are called as the simple. Complex decision, establishing the brand, or buying the technology is very complex decision. Then decision could be strategic, the top level decisions, tactical, medium level decisions, correct. Then lower level operational decisions. A decision could be consultative decisions. I don't have right to implement it, but I can consult. So those decisions are called as consultative decisions. Then policy decisions. For example, government may take a decision to implement new monetary policy. That is called as policy decisions. RBI, Reserve Bank of India, took up a decision to give waiver in loans to the farmers. So that's a policy decision. Or they took up the loan to give 3 months of postponement of their EMI. So that's a policy decision. Decision is said to be rational if it is based on complete information, and decision is said to be irrational if it is irrational if at all it is based on without any information. So these are the type of decision making you have. So the 4 categories of decisions you have. Yes. Yes, those were the various types of decisions what you can have. So it can be rational or irrational based on the information you have. Now, what conditions we take decisions. So these are the different types of decisions we take. So let us see what are the conditions on which we take decisions. So the conditions in which we take decisions are of 4 categories. The first one is certainty. Certainty is something where I know everything. Correct? All facts and figures are with you. I have clarity about everything and I am taking decision. That is what we call it as certainty decision, right? Manager knows available alternatives and well the condition, consequences, everything he knows. Risk is manager is aware of all alternatives but is not aware of consequences. Certainty is he know alternatives also, he know consequences also. Risk is he know alternatives but don't know consequences because a lot of changes are happening in environment. So that is what the decision making environment, it can be sustained or it can be risky. The third one is uncertainty, where a manager nor he is aware of alternative, nor he is aware of consequences. He don't know anything, everything is blank, everything is blind. So manager is unaware of alternative, also the outcome, even for the non-alternatives. Enough information is not available to calculate degree of risk. Then the fourth one is ambiguity. Ambiguity, what happens is, it's a most difficult situation for decision making because what problem to be solved or goals to be achieved, you are not clear. See, the first 3 things is about you know what you have to do, but you are not clear about your alternative or you may not be clear about your consequences. But ambiguity is alternative stage only it will not go because you are not clear about your own objectives. You don't know what is your problem. You have not solved your problem itself. So that kind of environment, we call it as ambiguity. So these are the decision making environment you can have. So 4 types of environment. That is the first step, certainty, risk, uncertainty and ambiguity. Then you have the decision making process. So this I have already explained you. Yes, now let us talk about the decision making models. So what are the different models one can adopt for decision making? So these are the various models which we have to discuss it bit in detail. So I feel this will continue it in the next session. So today, hope the today's class we started with the different types of decisions. Correct, we discussed about the meaning of decision, process of decision and different types of decision and decision environment. 4 topics is being done in this section. Hope you are able to understand that. So if you understood it or you have any doubts, please write down in the comments. If you like my class, please express your like there. Correct, below my video. You like my video. You write comment and share my videos. Correct, so that it will benefit most of you. Then along with that, if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel. So with that note, let me end today's session. See you in the next class.